Hello and welcome to Climbing Daily. Today we're coming at you from Arco, where we're here to check out the IFSC comp this weekend. One climber who's going to be here is EpicTV athlete Stefano Ghisolfi. To celebrate all things Stefano, today we have an interview with him and at the end of the show an exclusive giveaway, so keep watching. So you've recently sent Lapsus, which is Italy's first 9B. How long were you working that route before it finally went?
I worked the route for a year, but it's like a connection. I tried the first route maybe 4 or 5 years ago, so I knew well all the moves of all the routes. So I can say I worked maybe more of a year. Yeah.
And were you just like, right, I'm going to spend a year of my life working this project, that's all I'm going to do?
I did a lot of trips around. I basically train for World Cup, so I didn't focus just on Lapsus. I think it was the hardest battle for me so far.
Tell me a bit about the specifics of the route. So how did it start?
Okay, there is a 8B plus start. There are not so hard single moves. Then there is a traverse. It became AC plus. It's called Noia until this point. And then you have to traverse to another route that is AC. You have to do all the AC. That is bouldery, and it's the hardest part where I fell a lot of time. And it's technical, but the hardest part was I was so pumped every time, and I fell a lot of time the last section.
And how do you train for something? So how do you build up your endurance to that kind of a level?
I used to do a lot of circuits on the wall, like from 30 to 70 moves on a bouldery wall. I used to do for the World Cups, so I was trained for that quite well.
And do you do sort of cross training as well? Are you running? Are you doing anything else?
Not so much, just a lot of climbing and a lot of maybe specific training. Like I used to do to use the system wall. It's like a wall, symmetric wall that I have in my home, in my bedroom. So I can wake up in the morning and just do some exercise just for the power. And then in the afternoon I used to go to the gym in my place. There are a lot of gyms in Turin, so I used to train there.
Yeah. And it's interesting walking around you in Melloblocca earlier, like you're quite famous in Italy. Do you think that's come from Lapsus, or were you always a star here?
I don't know. I'm not quite famous in Italy. I don't know. Maybe popular in climb.
That's the only circle that matters.
Yeah. I think most from biography. It is one of the most famous routes in the world. Was maybe my biggest step before Lapsus.
You were talking about the World Cup circuit.
Yeah.
You're not doing as many at the moment.
At the moment there are because I used to compete in lead climbing. Mm-hmm. At the moment are not started yet.
Okay, so you're going to do the full season when that starts?
Yeah, in the full season. We start in July.
And for the World Cups, flashing a route is really important. How do you train to sort of like learn to on-site something, learn to flash it?
I don't used to climb a lot of on rocks on site or flash. I prefer work on something really hard. This is really different from competition because all the roads are on site, so it's different training, but basically it's climbing, so it's the same thing.
Cool. Well, you got 2 days left here. After you leave Melloblocca, what's your next plan?
For the moment, I decided to stop climbing a rock for this month because I wanted to get fit and train really hard. And my next project are maybe going to Seus in France and in June, and then the World Cup in July.
Okay. Anything at Seus you want to get done?
I'd like to try some maybe La Cadre is a 9A that I saw a guy did last year, and Jonathan did too. I think it's a nice route, hard and a good project.
This year you're with EpicTV climbing team. What's it like to be part of that crew? Because it's a pretty strong group of people, isn't it?
Yeah, for me it's great. The three of the most strong climber in the world. I know Adam is a really good friend. I just met Jonathan. I think he's a really nice guy. I met also Magnus, and I used to compete with him in the World Cup, and he's really strong and nice.
He's really strong.
Yeah, really strong.
Are you going to be doing any pinky pull-ups with him?
Yeah, I think I'm not able to do pinky pull-ups. I never tried, but maybe.
I'm not sure I want to try particularly. It just looks incredibly painful.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe I won't try.
We'll leave that to Magnus.
Yeah,
You
Magnus
can deal with
is okay for that.
that. Cool. All right, man. Well, thank you so much for talking to me, and hope good luck tomorrow with climbing the rest of the problems.
Thank you very much.
Cool. Thanks for that, Stefano. So, that giveaway I was talking about. We are giving away 5% off everything in the EpicTV shop this weekend. All you need to do is enter the code GOSTEFANO at the checkout. There's only 100 of these codes available, so be quick. Have a great weekend.